I have always loved reading lists. Best ofs, award winners, even those suggested summer reading lists from when I was in school. I was particularly intrigued by the Young Adult Library Services Association list of teenagers' top 25 choices from 2010 because, being on the A side of YA, I wondered if I would like the same books. So I thought I'd turn this list into a new project. Because you might know how much I like projects, I'm going to read each of the 25 books on this list in no particular order, starting with book number 1, Lauren Oliver's Before I Fall. I read this book, all 470 pages, in one day, and was completely blown away by it. But I started off skeptical for 2 reasons. First, the protagonist, Samantha Kingston, starts off as a certified mean girl who, with her 3 best friends, rules her high school with an iron fist. I spent the first 100 pages wondering what on earth this girl and her life had to offer. Second, the structure of the book is built on somewhat of a gimmick, as Sam dies on page 81 and then relives that same Friday, Groundhog's Day style. But the longer I read, both the character and the style really won me over. Sam is the definition of don't judge a book by its cover, and her transformation is well served by a structure where we get to see how her changing actions change history. In a lot of children's and young adult books, characters get away with repeatedly making bad or dangerous decisions. Harry Potter, for example, makes a career out of defying adults, but is rewarded with devotion and house cups. But I really liked that as Sam relives the same day, she learns that her actions have serious consequences, even once she starts trying to do the right thing. Her intermittent voiceovers plot this arc, and I found them increasingly engaging as the story unfolded and she became more profound. You keep drawing a line, farther and farther away, crossing it every time. That's how people end up stepping off the edge of the earth. You'd be surprised at how easy it is to bust out of orbit, to spin out to a place where no one can touch you, to lose yourself, to get lost. Or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. Maybe some of you already know. To those people I can only say, I'm sorry. As Sam's perspective changes, it's a real pleasure to watch her grow from a one-dimensional jerk into a real-life girl. And I love the great supporting cast, which includes probably all the typical types you'd expect at an American high school. Naturally, my favorite is the smart, funny, secretly handsome nerd Kent, who's one of many characters who could actually be drawn out into their own book. In fact, there's an incredible depth of storytelling, and there are these casual sentences that hint of these whole other worlds. This book moves beautifully between genres, including romance, drama, action, mystery, even a little bit of fantasy. It's remarkably self-assured and confident, particularly for a first novel, and I can't wait to read what Lauren Oliver comes up with next. Next up is Jandy Nelson's The Sky is Everywhere. Thanks for watching and keep reading.